Hello everyone, this is Direwolf20 and welcome to episode 47 of Direwolf20's Let's Play. Just getting started today, checking in on my bees, everything's going well. I did get a common cultivated hybrid princess, but I got a cultivated diligent hybrid drone, which is awesome because diligent drones are part of the industrious branch and there's some really cool stuff to get from your bees in the industrious branch. So I'm going to be trying to figure out how to get that diligent breed to stick with it. I think if I combine it with my common cultivated hybrid here, well, weird things will... I don't know how that works. I'm looking at this little Punnett square, like, how does that work when you have three different species, right? Common cultivated and cultivated diligent. So I think what's going to happen here is, well, let's say, like, the cultivated diligent drone is on the top, right? So I should have a 50% chance of getting some kind of diligent breed out of this when I combine these two. So like I said, not a pro at the bee breeding, so I'm just going to combine my stuff here and see if we get lucky. Now another thing I'd like to get started on today is working on that up and down ability for my quarry. So let's get a few things ready. I'm going to need at least one stack of copper. We'll see what that gets us. That'll give us more than a stack, but that's good. Yeah, that's plenty. And then I'm going to get out of here my diamond draw plate. And I'm doing this for a reason. Why I'm getting so much of this copper wiring stuff. Fine copper wire. That should do for now. The reason I'm doing this is I want to teach my automatic crafting system downstairs about how to make all this awesome, cool frame motors and all that stuff. So I'm going to teach my system all those cool tricks, and then I'll be back in a few. You guys have seen me do this before plenty of times, so I'm not going to do it on camera this time. I'll be back. Alright, there we go. I just finished teaching my crafting table how to make a frame motor there, and then I have one more thing to do. I need to get one more crafting logistics pipe. I'm going to need to get into the nether again and get some more glowstone. Not a big deal though. So let's do this. Sweet. And import. And I might as well make this guy a junction pipe, because as we know, we need to do that with the basic logistics. Cool. Good deal. Need to fill in these slots up here at some point, but not a big concern. So I should now be able to craft a frame motor, considering if I have all the components, of course. I've also got a few other things here. I taught this thing how to make the blue trick motor. And down here, I've got how to make the copper coil. And then down at the bottom, I've got how to create the iron bars. The only thing, of course, that my crafting system doesn't know how to automatically craft is the blue alloy ingots, these cool guys. So I'm going to make about a stack of them and have them prepared. It also doesn't know how to deal with brass, but we have enough of that for now too. So we shouldn't have too much of a problem. Let's go ahead and request a frame motor or two and see what kind of trouble we can get into with this whole little frame thing. So down here we can say 2 frame motors please, and I like to watch these crazy things zip around. Let's see it happen. Oh yeah, look at it all go. Awesome. Perfect. Let's get 2 more. Because I'm going to need 2 for up and 2 for down, right? Request. Oh, see, missing blue alloy ingots. Gonna need a few more of them. So, should be able to handle that request by now. Yeah, we have plenty. Down into my metals chest you go. Let's see, 2 more frame motors. Yeah, we can handle that. Alright, and I'm gonna get the frames that I need and all the other cool, fun stuff, and I'll be back. Alright, out by my frame quarry, you can see it obviously finished mining a little bit ago. I'm going to bring the head up a little bit. Let's do that. Should only take a minute, except that I typed head up wrong. There we go. And let's see, where do I want to put these guys? Do I want to put them on the back? Might not be a bad idea. Yeah, I'm thinking like right on the back here somewhere. So let me just start building and we'll see what happens. I'm thinking I should be able to do something like this. And I probably should have brought and made sure I had covers on me or panels, but I'll have to head back to my base to get them if I don't have anything on me. I could always make some, I'm sure. Alright, so maybe a little bit too wide out the back. Come back here, frame. There we go. Yeah, and then off here we could probably have something like this. Right? So far, so good. And I could place my frame motors. And we want to make sure to be facing this wall with the frame motor. So we'll do that. And then we just need our sonic screwdriver, of course. Nice. There we go. That should be facing down. And look, he's already got power. Perfect. And let's see, right? So facing down. And then we'll... what that's going to do is move the entire frame system down. So no, we want this guy to be here, actually. There we go. So that'll move everything down except him. And then what we'll want is a thingy here facing down as well. So everything should move down, and this guy will be moving this one down after the next tick. And we want a frame motor here, a support frame. Although probably not necessary there, but just for good measure. Cool. So that should work pretty well. We'll have to test it, of course, because you know me. But let's get the next one set up. We're going to want one here that moves things up, like that. So that'll move everything up, except him. And then right here, we'll want this guy to move up. Cool. Should be good. Alright, let's give it a try in a minute here. Alright guys, let's give this thing a whirl. I'm going to place a lever here. Of course, I'm just doing the lever thing as a temporary measure. Not loving, to be honest with you guys, exactly the layout of all this wiring, but we'll have to see how it works. So let's try this. I'm going to get out of here, and this lever should activate. Okay, it didn't. Alright guys, well one thing I decided to do, I'm trying to figure out why that wasn't working, I'm not entirely sure, but I think I've got some better stuff happening out here anyway. I decided I want to place these guys on the outside area, so rather than on the inside, we'll have them on the outside. That just gives us a little more room to work with, so I'm going to make sure things are all paneled up here. I want to make sure that my frame motors are ready, so let's see. Might want to knock this off and this off. So let's try him out here instead. I'm going to place this guy like so. So this will be my up, and then we'll make sure he's facing away from me. And what should happen is when everything moves up, it'll drag this guy along too. So this guy will want to put down here, facing up. So that frame will get moved up along with it, and then we want to do the corner thing, so that should go here. So I should have I need another frame or two. So I'm going to go craft a few more of those and be right back. Alright, so let's give the whole thing a whirl now. I'm just going to run some blue trick cabling over to this side like so. That should get all the power we need into both those boxes. And then some levers for testing. We should be good, hopefully. Don't forget we want a frame in the corner here. So like that. Should be important. Alright, let's give it a try. So we should be able to move everything up. Ta-da! And then move this thing up with it. And we're going to lose this lever here, but that's not a big deal. Ta-da! Hooray! It's working. Alright, I'm happy with that. What did I do wrong here? Something happened. Oh, right. I see what I mistaked. I forgot to put a cover in front of the where the frame is going to be. So it moved everything up. So let's do this. I need a cover, please. I don't have any covers on me. Great. I can make some. I'm going to need my saw. And let's put away a couple wires that I don't think I'll need. Don't think I'll need most of these guys, but I brought them along just in case. There we go. And just because I'm going to need my inventory slots. Alright, so here is where I need the cover to be. Because remember, we want to make sure that the frame motor has a cover in front of it so that it doesn't do what it just did. So we'll want to put, hey, get back up there. Frame here, facing up. There we go. And frame here, motor, facing up. Cool. Alright, after daylight, I'll be back to test this again. Alright, here goes nothing. Levers, let's do it. 1 moves everything up, and you should just move your, there we go. Now we're happy. Awesome. Okay, now that I tested that little proof of concept here, I got everything just moved over a little bit. So really all I did was move the whole shebang left over 1. And I'm thinking I don't want this wire here. I want to get him out of there, so let's do that. And that's going to disconnect my solar panels from my entire frame array. So I got to rewire that over on this side, I'm thinking. So let's get, yeah, let's do that. I'm thinking, going to need some of this stuff. Because I want to make sure, like, you know, everything's connected all around, right? There we go. Now everything should be good again. And, it should pass through, the solar panels should act as cables, so the battery power should connect straight through to my my frames there, my frame motors. Alright, that should be good. So now let's do the exact opposite thing that I did here over here. What I want to do is get a couple more frame motors, and I'll probably have this piece here being the downward, and it's already facing down, so that's good. So let's get it oriented like so. And then what it's going to do is move this motor down, and that guy's already facing down, so that's good. We're going to want to cover here, and then we're going to want some blue alloy wire to connect and power up these machines. So how should we do that? I want to make sure everything's wired properly. I think I should do this. We're a little close quarters here, but that's okay. I might move everything over 1 if I need to, but I don't think I do. We'll see if I can get the blue trick wiring going properly. Alright, so if everything's wired properly here, and of course we are going to want a frame in this corner, we should be able to test this with our levers now. And I did lose a lever somewhere along the line, so let's make a few more. Okay, so you should move everything down 1. Hooray. And you should move just that guy. Hooray. Nice. Alright, so as you guys recall, I left off with gray wiring here, which is value 128. And then I jumped over here and made this guy purple, which is 1024. So that left me in the middle, I have light gray, which is 256, and cyan, which is 512. So those are the colors I'm going to use to you know, power these things over here. So let's see. We're going to want to activate. So yeah, I went too much around with this stuff. That's going to be a problem. Alright, give me a minute to figure out. I need to rewire this a bit. I'm probably going to have to do this. Knock these guys off here. And maybe run the power all the way around. We'll see. Alright guys, after messing around with the wiring off camera a few moments, here's what I came up with. I think that works, alright? Blue trick cabling going everywhere, connecting the power to everything. That's good. It's connected up to my solar panels like so. Everything's still connected back here. Basically what's going to happen is I need to power this guy first with blue. Yeah, I can handle that. That shouldn't be a problem. And then it'll trigger this, and then you know, a little bit later it'll kick off this line. And then the same thing will happen over here, but I have to trigger this gray line first. So that'll be a little tricky to wire, but shouldn't be too much of a problem. And that'll trigger this guy, which will delay, and I have to tick this up from 1, 2, 3, 4, 8, 16, and then up to this line here, and that should be good. So let's try and figure out how I want to wire this properly. Probably going to need some string. I need more bundled cabling. Do I have any string on me? Nope. Alright, I'll be back. Alright, what I'm thinking here is I want to move this guy and move this guy. Maybe replace my repeater here. Is that a terribly bad idea? I'm probably going to need a few more stone panels, not a big deal. I'm going to go craft a few more of those in a second, but I want to make sure this is going to work for me. That should be good, and this is 1, 2, 3, 4, 8, 16. Cool. And yeah, and then I'll just run my pink wiring over to here. Alright, that should work just as well as before, right? But no, not even that. I want to do... Come on. There. That way I have some more leeway with that bundled cabling. So let's just test this with plat forward. Yeah, we should be able to move forward, no problem. 3 times plat 4. Just to test that everything's working properly. Yep, looks good to me. Oh, nope, we did have a little problem here. It's this guy right here being connected. So by just placing any kind of block here, it should prevent that from being connected. Let's just do that. See, now they're separate and they're behaving better. Alright, that was important. Alright, let's get this light blue guy connected here. Can I just do this right around this corner? Let's see. I know different colored cables connecting around corners don't usually behave. Oh, that looks good. Alright, cool. And then you? That might work after all. Cool. And let's get this guy connected. I gotta find a good way to connect him. We're gonna have to do something creative here. So that is good. Alright, awesome. Maybe just like so. Might not be bad at all. Hey. There we go. Gonna need a few more pieces of this stuff, so yeah, like 2 more. Alright, I'll be right back. This is why I brought string with me. Just in case I needed it. That should work now. So now, all we gotta do is tell it platform up is signal 512, was it? I think, light blue. Cyan, 512, yes. And 256 for down. So let's give it a try. New word, plat up, will be 512 IOX set, 10 ticks, 512 IOX reset, 50 ticks. Cool. And then we'll define plat down, the same thing, but with 256. There we go. So let's give it a try. We're going to want to do it a few times just to make sure it works. So let's say 5 times we'll run it. There we go. 5 times plat up. Cross your fingers, guys. Oh, something's misbehaving. Oh, I see. Ha! I need to run to this wire. That's why. See? Reasons to test. So let's get this guy moved over to here. That was just me being a noob. There we go. So, yeah, we want the gray wire here first. We want blue to be up top first. So let me go sleep through the night and then fix that up. Alright, so it will need some wiring up here. Yeah, but I don't want that to happen, do I? Nope. So how should we handle this? Alright, I think I just put some cover strips here, and that should prevent these guys from connecting, I would think. Correct, hooray. And just run it up here. We don't want this guy to connect either, so again, cover strip. And then just straight over to there. That should work. Alright, let's try that again. 5 times plat up. Hooray, platform's moving up. Look at that. Sweet. The whole thing's moving. I love it. And just as a test, we definitely want to do platform down a few times. Let's just do it 3 times plat down. Hey, there we go. Look at that. Awesome. And it should never get stuck, just like the other directionals, so I think we're in good shape. Alright, I'm liking that. We've now got a fully 6-directional traveled mobile platform. Awesome. Alright, just moved my quarry into a new position. I was just testing it out as it was moving around. Everything looks pretty good, so I'm getting it ready to run a few cycles here. Let's hook up some stuff. Is that a wolf in the background? Ha, look at that. Finally found a wolf. Nice. Yeah, I hear you, dog. Alright, ready to run? Yeah, I think so. We'll start here. This will give me a little bit of a 1-lay buffer. This one here, that looks good. Alright, let's do a cycle. I'm going to run it 15 times. Because that's what I usually like to do. And away it goes. I'll be back in a few once it's done. And it's just fun to watch this little quarry go. Isn't that cool? You can tell I'm pretty proud of this thing. Okay, I'm going to take my stuff back home, clean up my inventory, and then come back, and I think I want to do a few more world explorations with Mystcraft, and I might be ready to create my first stable age. So I'll be back in a few to do that. Okay, so checking on my little farm here, and it looks like my animals have jumped ship and decided that they belong in one location rather than the other. Not cool. You guys get over there where you belong. I did get myself, it looks like one of my chickens died. I have no idea how. Got about 6 eggs so far, so I'm just going to hatch them right in here. Hopefully. Hey, there we go. Got a couple chickens. Nice. Can I breed these with food? I don't even know. Alright, picked up a piece of food or 2. Let's see. Can I breed chickens? I guess you can. I just fed him 2, though, I think. Loving the Swift Wolves. Yeah, these chickens are ready for some loving. More babies. Nice. Alright, eggs are coming. Oh, and I did decide to bring a teleport tether / chunk loading block, just to make sure that this area stays loaded. Alright, let's go explore some new Mystcraft ages. Like I said, as usual, I'm probably going to explore a few off-camera, and if I find anything really interesting, I'll be sure to show you. But there's a few more age symbols that I'd like to make sure I have before I really proceed any further. So let me just get all situated here, and we'll start exploring. Alright, so as you guys see, I've got a bunch of books in here, ready to start doing my descriptive books. I got age 99 through 102, and what I have been doing is making sure I'm getting a standard terrain type on any age that I visit. And like I told you guys, it'll randomly fill in all the extra age information as needed. So here we go, standard terrain, and standard terrain. Cool. So all these guys should give me standard terrain, meaning no cave worlds, which should help with that weird lag issue that occasionally happens. I think we're ready to start exploring, so I'll be back in a few once I find something cool or maybe get the symbols that I'm looking for. By the way, I did do a little exploring in the past while I was in between episodes here. I got the wooden tendrils type of world. That's a pretty neat thing. Also got a few other world types, and I did get Eternal Day, which will be cool. Alright, found myself on another Wooden Tendrils world. Yep, this is what Wooden Tendrils does. It's a pretty neat little interesting, layout of wood. Ooh, look, there's a mushroom biome in the distance too. Cool. Yeah. Hitting one of these with the axe of the stream might be interesting. Not gonna lie. Alright, I'll be back. Oh, cool. I finally got what I was looking for in age 102, crystals. Crystals is a pretty interesting type of material, It's really neat. I want to make sure I have an extra book on me in case, because what I did do is drop my book on the ground out there, so let's grab it. Just make sure I have an extra book on me. Well, wait. Probably want to do this. It was an ocean world, which is fine. But yeah, crystals. Nice. Ta-da! See? Ocean world, like I said. But here's the crystal formations that I was looking for. These things are added by Mystcraft. They're pretty useful. I'm going to get into what they do in a little bit. But for now, just note that they're cool, and I'm happy I found them. I'm going to assume that there's some instability on this planet. So, or this age, if you will. Where's my linking book home, by the way? It probably fell on the ground somewhere. I linked, like, literally as soon as I landed in the world, I linked back. It helps to save it and prevent lag and that kind of stuff. Looks like it's getting a little bit choppy here. Not a problem. I got an idea. I'm going to link home, but I'm going to create a platform first. Almost there. Alright. So this will be like my crystal mining world, at least for now, and I might even create a new world later with some more crystals. But at this point, I can go ahead and, you know, start getting a bit of a crystal farm, I guess. Yeah. And look, there's a lot of them in this world, probably because it's a water world. Crystals tend to grow near or underwater. So a water world full of crystals, no complaints. That's exactly probably the best scenario. So nice little platform to land on here. I'll craft up a link book stand. Gonna need some sticks first. Get a couple of these. And platform to the overworld. Cool. Now let's see how close to the landing spot in Age 102 I got. So taught my little thing here about this, and we should call this Crystal World. Cool. Descriptive book ready. And let me show you guys what I can do here also if I'm not landing in the right spot. Traveling. See, not landing in the right spot. So remember I told you whenever you craft a link book, it's going to, and oops, I didn't want to drop you. Get back here. Whenever you craft a linking book, so I can leave that thing there, but I'm going to grab out of my alchemy bag a new, do I have any books in here? No, but I have some paper, so that'll do. I'm going to craft a new linking book in this age in the position that I want to be in. So I want to land right here facing my overworld book when I land in this age. So if I create a new linking book within the age, it's going to be a linking book to the crystal world. So not a linking book home. So let's link book home now. Overworld. There we go. Traveling, building terrain, hooray, there's Crystal World. I'm going to leave the descriptive book in there and then use my Crystal World linking book. Let's place it here. And it's a green one, so link to it. And I should land exactly where I crafted the book. See? Perfect. Isn't that cool? So you can, you know, you don't always land in the, you know, new spot that you created when you created the world. It doesn't have to always be there. You can create a link book to anywhere on the world. And look at these crystal formations. I got more crystals than I'll know what to do with. Awesome. And I think I see some world corruption over here already. Don't die. Yes, I do. I'm suspecting this is world corruption. Or no, wait, it's just crystals. Okay, that's cool. Thaumcraft crystals, not world corruption. Although I would expect some world corruption. Believe me, once we see some, we'll know it. Alright, there's some world corruption, as expected. You can see it underground there, falling apart. This hole will eventually get bigger and bigger. So I better start farming these crystals while I can. And, you know, maybe spend a little time out here. But it's getting dark out, so that's not good. What kind of time was this world? I don't even remember. But I should craft something to help me so that I don't run out of air while underwater. I think it's time for a new equivalent exchange item related to water. And for me to do that, I'm going to need a fully charged Klein Star. I have obviously a ton of EMC here. And another thing I might want to do, probably a good idea, upgrade my Klein Star. But first I want to go check on my quarry and see how it's been doing with all this dimensional hopping that I've been doing. So remote 1, and it's nighttime, so let's sleep through the night, and then we'll go visit the quarry and see if it got stuck. Like I said, I haven't seen it get stuck since I've upgraded to pre-release 5b2, but I like to check on it to make sure. Oh yeah, it got stuck. Oh well. That's alright, I can reset the thing. So let's just do a start here. Start does a soft reset, so that I can do, let's do 10 times head up. And I'll reset this guy and get him back to going. Alright, so let's talk about upgrading our Klein Star here. I'm going to pull out 3 more Klein Star Zwei, I think. I'm pronouncing it wrong, I'm sure. Yeah, I'm going to need 1 more of those. So charge them up to about 100,000 or so. And you can see we have a lot of EMC hanging out in here, so that's cool. So now I should have, if I combine these, about 18,000 left in my new Klein Star. Dun 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 dun, the Klein Star Dry. Cool. That guy can hold a lot of EMC, about 800,000 if I recall correctly. Oh yeah, look at that. Charge him up. There we go, nice 800,000. What I could now do, if I want, is just pull out a nice energy collector. But for now, I'm going to grab, I think, 1, 2, 3 of you dark matter. And, yeah, that should be good. I think it's 3 I need. We'll find out. And I need some water buckets. Oh, yeah. You guys know what I'm making. I believe I have some in my bag here. But I'm going to need a few more. So let's request about, oh, I don't know. I don't even have to request it. 1 block of iron. There we go. And we'll turn this into buckets. And in here I should have a few more buckets. I'm going to need 6 of them. One, 2, 3, 4. There we go. Alright, left my Klein Star inside. Ha, noob. Thankfully I have quantum boots. Come back here, you. Alright, let's craft it up. We've got 3 dark matter with buckets all around. Gets us the awesome Evertide Amulet. Woot! And I'll put all my buckets in my bag. Evertide Amulet is awesome in many cool ways. Number 1, I can just create water anywhere I want by right-clicking. Ta-da! Totally free. Because, I mean, water is basically free, right? I mean, it's worth 1 EMC, I believe, in the EMC value world, but it's basically free because you can create infinite water sources pretty easily. So right-clicking creates a water source. You can hit R to shoot a neat little projectile. That'll create a water source block wherever it lands, so that's cool. And it also lets you breathe underwater, which is, of course, awesome. Ta-da! No water breath problems. It'll refill your bar, I think is how it works. I don't know, something like that. So if I want to go exploring and playing around in that water world there, I shouldn't have too much of a problem as long as I've got this guy. See? No breath, no dying, no problems. Haha. It also, if I wanted to, let's zip off in this direction here. And, oh, look at that. We have a little bit of a water spillage problem. Probably because this guy hasn't been running for a while. That's alright, we can resolve that. What I can do, if I wanted to, is, I think press C. Is that what it is? Needs to be charged up a little bit. I thought I could see with this guy. Oh, you know what? I think that changed. You can't create ice anymore with this. Oh well. But yeah, Evertide Amulet, lots of fun. Oh, and by charging it up, when you right-click with it, you'll create more water at once. So now I should be able to go visit Crystal World with my Evertide Amulet, my Swiftwolf's Ring, and a nice little drill, and start mining some crystals. So let's find a nice crystal collection right near me. Oh, look at you. You're going to take a while to mine, aren't you? Underwater? Yeah, definitely. I wonder if I could harvest these a little quicker with this guy. Did that work out for me? Yeah, it did. Crystals. Sweet. Who wants that slow harvesting bit? And it's mostly because I'm underwater that the harvesting is so slow, but not a problem. And you can see some world corruption happening around me already. I'm pretty sure anywhere where we have that big line of water flowing down, that's world corruption, is what I suspect. Sweet. Come here, crystals. Awesome. These things are really cool. Can't wait to show you guys what these do. But I don't think I'll be able to get to it this episode. Don't worry, in the future I definitely will. Yeah, definitely a lot of world corruption here, actually. Noticeably large amount. You can see a bunch of holes starting to form in the ocean, and that's not a good sign. Just heading back to the overworld. Let's store our crystals. I don't know where I want to put these things. Maybe right here. Why not? Crystals can hang out there. Let's write a new age and try and make it stable. So we'll get a feather, and we'll get, probably a few of these things, some sugar canes. I believe I can create a stable age, though I'm really not sure. There we go. One book. We'll make it a descriptive book. Make sure to bring a linking book with us, and we should probably get a couple more of those link book stands as well, just to be ready to place them down. Alright, let's go write this book. Here we go. Let's call it the Nexus, because I do want to create the Nexus first. Hopefully it's going to be stable. Let's go through the line here. I want it to be a single biome age. Which biome do I want? I think I just want plains. Do I have that one in here somewhere? Plains. Yep. Okay, so one of the keys to writing a good world is to not put more or less biomes than your biome controllers can handle. So your checkerboard biomes can only have 2 biomes. If you put 3 or more, you'll have world corruption, and if you put just 1, it'll automatically fill in the other. And remember, anytime it automatically fills in something that you didn't write, it's going to have a problem and have some world corruption. And a single biome world can obviously only have 1 biome. If you put any more biomes in there, you might have corruption. Fog, we'll do colorized, red, or skylands, huh? Let's just do colorized. Why not? Light levels, standard, special terrain features. Yeah, sure, we'll put some strongholds in there. Sunset colors are normal. Terrain features. I don't know what I want. Yeah, let's do villages, strongholds, mine shafts. Sure, why not? And terrain formation will be standard. Terrain modifiers, I don't think I want any of this stuff. And time can be eternal day. So I hope that I wrote a stable age here. I really don't know. But I'm pretty sure I might have. So let's take it out of there and go travel to this age that I just created. All right. So I just created a custom world. Made it all my own. You guys ready to check it out? All right. Here goes nothing. I reject your reality and substitute my own. Dun 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 dun. Alright, let the world generate around me a little bit. Looks like we did get a plains world with some cool colorized fog. Nice and reddish color. Got an obelisk in the distance there. What do we got over here? Anything cool? Looking pretty good so far. Yeah, not a bad world at all, if I do say so myself. You know, for the first one I created, I like it. And hey, what's that? Ooh, cool. Did I find the village? Yeah, I did. Ooh, and even some natural taint. Oh man, that's cool. Yep. Oh wow, it's like a tainted village. That is cool. Let's see what we got over here. Yeah, look at the taint level, it's pretty high. Oh dude, tainted villagers, really? Awesome. Haha, that is cool. I didn't know there was tainted villagers. That's so cool. The taint level is very high in this area, actually, which is kind of not bad. I could wind up with a pretty cool tainted world. Ha, awesome. Alright. Alright, so I'm going to place down a linking book right back to the overworld where I, landed in this age. And let's travel back there now. And unfortunately, guys, it's time to wrap up. I think we made some good progress here. I'm going to head over and pick up my Nexus book. Just want to confirm there was no extra stuff added to the world. Looks good to me. So yeah, this is Direwolf20 wrapping up episode 47 of Direwolf20's Let's Play. Hope you guys enjoyed it. And come back next time. I'm going to start building some stuff in the Nexus. For now, I think I'm just going to hang out in there and make sure there's no age corruption. Alright guys, take it easy.